Yeah, hello everyone. Is my voice audible, guys? Can you guys confirm on the chat? I think, can you guys unmute yourself? No. Yeah. Now I have given the permission to unmute yourself. In case if you want to unmute, you
Yes,
guys
sir,
can.
it's audible.
Okay. So guys, from today, we are going to start with our real-time project batch. So this is my first batch when it comes to project. So till now, I have taken a lot of batches on Mern stack, React, Angular, Mean stack, Java, all that. But project is like my first batch. So I just want to make this batch a very memorable because always the first batch for everyone, it will be special. So this is our project batch 1. And the best part of this batch is, now this batch I am starting with my own startup. As you know, I have started my own edtech and the name is VK AI Tech. So when it comes to VK AI Tech, this is the first batch, and plus for me in project, it is a first batch. So in my platform also, it is a first batch. And when it comes to project, it is also first batch. So whoever joins, whether 1 people, 2 people, 3 people, 10 people, I'm going to continue this batch because once we started, we should not stop. And if you remember, in demo session, I have explained you that in this batch, we are going to learn how to develop application. And those applications are, the first one is chat application. And second one is food ordering application. And these two are major projects. It's not like a small project because the chat application itself will take around 1 month, or it might take 1.5 month. Like I'm not sure how much it will take, but I'm thinking it might finish within 1 month. Means entire project will take 1 month. So what people will do, they will just take 4-5 sessions or 1 week and they will finish the project. But here we are going to spend completely 1 month or 1.5 month just to develop chat application project. And in the same way, for developing food ordering application as well, it will go for 1 month or it might go for 1.5 month. As it is first batch, even I don't know how it goes, but my intention is to give the quality, not to finish the course soon. My entire focus will be on, I wanted to give the quality so that you guys should learn from this batch. So as a fresher, you should have knowledge which will be equivalent to the experienced people. That is our ultimate goal. So once this batch is done, once you get the job, then again, I will connect with you and we will check whether whatever things we have done in our project batch, it was helpful for you in industry while working or not. 100% it will be helpful, but I just wanted to listen from your words, from your mouth, once you get the job, once we finish this batch. So this batch purely on application development. Now, while developing the application, there will be certain concepts which we have to revise, which I have to explain so that we can apply those concepts in our application development. So that part will be going on. Now, to attend this batch, I just require HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and basics of React. I just required this much knowledge from your end. So I'm thinking that already you guys are aware of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, basics of React. So I don't want you to be very good or advanced level in React. If you know basics of React, that is more than enough. So on my YouTube already, I have a series on React.js. So if I show you, so if you just visit VK AI Tech, you will land on this page. And if you go to the playlist, here you will find something called React.js series. Yeah. So React.js series where I have updated almost 12 or 13 videos. Now, in case if you don't know anything in React, and if you watch this 12 videos also, then it's more than enough to start with this batch. Apart from this, whatever knowledge is required for React, I will be covering in the project batch itself. For example, context API. So I will take one session, like one workshop on context API. I will explain that. And then context API I will use in our application development. Like this, we have one topic called routing. Now, suppose you don't know routing. So I will take one workshop on routing, which will be for 1 or 2 hours. So I will teach routing, how we implement routing in React. And then that concept we will implement in our project. So like this, there will be a lot of concepts of React, which I will teach and I will implement. That is the reason I'm expecting basics of React. Basics of React means you should be aware of what are components, what is state concept, what is props, what is JSX, how to create React application. So if you are aware of this many concepts in React, that is more than enough. Remaining thing I will teach in ongoing course only. And now when it comes to backend, because without backend, we cannot develop the project, only front end is not enough. So obviously we should have knowledge on backend also. So even if you don't know anything in backend, that's okay. Because here I will teach you backend from the scratch. So I won't teach you entire backend, but I will teach you backend in that level, how much it is required to do this project. So to do this, both the project, how much backend knowledge is required, everything I will teach. So even if you don't know anything in backend, it's okay. Even if you don't know how to create REST APIs, it's okay. Here you are going to learn how to develop REST APIs, how to test REST APIs, how to implement backend application. And backend application we are going to develop using Node.js and Express.js. Now, when we are developing front-end, backend, now we require database also. So even if you don't know anything in database, no problem, because here we are going to use a database called MongoDB. So I will be taking certain workshops or I will be providing you certain videos on MongoDB or Node Express so that you guys can watch those concepts we can use in our application development. So these are the things, guys, which I'm expecting from you. That is HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and basics of React. That's it. If you know this much, and I don't want you to be very pro in HTML, CSS, or JavaScript. So many things I will be providing in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript also as a pre-recorded videos. So suppose if I am using Flex concept, then before I use Flex concept, I will provide that video to you. So that you can go through that video, you can learn that Flex concept, and you can come next day and we can apply that Flex concept in our application development. So like this, lot of stuff I'm going to provide you. Even if you don't know that stuff, you will be able to learn with this project development sessions. And one more thing which I have promised for this batch only, the people who are getting registered for this project batch, for those people, by the end of this October or in the mid of November, I'm going to start with Next.js and React Native batch. So the people who will join this project batch, for them, no need to pay any kind of fees to attend this batch. Freely they can attend. So which I will be starting in the mid of November or maybe in the initial days of November. So I'm working on that right now. I'm just creating the course so you guys can attend. This is like a bonus part. It's completely bonus, guys. As I have promised, I will be covering this part as well, and I will be allowing to those people who are attending this project batch. So this is our application projects which we are going to develop. This is the prerequisite which I want you guys to have the knowledge. Backend and database I will cover here. Advanced concepts of React also I will cover in this batch only. So all the things I will cover that is required to develop this, both the applications. I have shown you the output of chat application, what we are going to develop. We will start with chat application only. Still, I am working on food ordering application, like almost 80% development of this project is done. Still 20% I have to develop. So I'm working on that. Once the development of this application is also done, then I will show you the output of this application as well. So anyways, 1 month it will go to learn this chat application. So meanwhile, this part will be ready. Yeah. So anyone have any concerns, any doubts up to here, guys? If you have anything, you can unmute yourself or you can use chat to ask. So I will be creating a separate group for the people who done the payment. Already a few people I have added in that. So once you done payment, I will add in that group and everything I will share in that group only. So in that group, you guys also can message, like when you are practicing, if you get any doubts, you can directly ping me or you can ping me in the group. Wherever you want, you can do. And recordings will be available to only those people who gets registered. So initial first 3-4 I will upload on YouTube just for marketing purpose. But after that, only the people who got registered, for them only the recording videos will be released. Yeah, if anyone have any doubts, guys, if you have any concerns, feel free to unmute yourself, ask, or you can use chat to ask your queries. Anyone have any doubts up to here? Okay. So if you don't have any doubts, let's proceed. See, so this batch is all about developing the full stack application. Now, this full stack application, we can develop with different stacks. We can use different stacks. Different stack means we can use different technologies to develop full stack application. You can develop full stack application using Mern stack. Now, Mern stack is nothing but name of technologies, like M stands for MongoDB, E stands for Express, R stands for React, N stands for Node.js. Or else we can use mean stack. We can use something called mean stack. We can use something called Maven stack. We can use something called Java full stack. We can use something called Python full stack as well. So there are different stacks present in the market. So we have mean stack. We have something called Maven stack. We have Java full stack. We have something called Python full stack. So these are the different stacks we can use to develop the full stack application. Now, what is the difference between all these stacks is technologies. So in different stacks, we will use different technologies. For example, in Mern stack, we use MongoDB, Express, React, Node. In mean stack, we use MongoDB, we use Express. Now, instead of React, we use Angular. If you are using Angular for front end, then it is called mean stack. If you are using React, it is called Mern stack. In the same way, in Java, in front end, you will use React. But in backend, people will prefer Spring Boot. And when it comes to database, they will prefer Oracle or MySQL. So if you are using React for front-end, backend for Spring Boot, and Oracle or MySQL for database, then that comes under your Java stack. If you are using in front-end React, in backend Django with Python, and database as MySQL, then it comes Python full stack. So in our batch, we are going to use MERN stack, that is MongoDB for database, Node.js, Express.js for backend, and React.js plus Redux for frontend. And here you will be using socket IO. So this will be the stack for us using which we are going to develop our application. Okay, so our intention is to develop full stack. Now there are so many stacks present in the market, but we are choosing MERN stack. Now why MERN stack? Because the applications developed with MERN stack are much more faster than any other stack. The development process is little fast. We use only single language, that is JavaScript, to develop our front-end, back-end, and database. And right now in market, most of the people are using MERN stack to develop the application, especially in small scale applications or medium scale applications. And in certain applications, like in enterprise applications also, people prefer MERN stack. So 70% of the applications in the market are medium level or small scale, and only 30% of applications are enterprise or very complex applications. So 70% of the market is already taken by your MERN stack. Remaining 30% are taken by other stacks. So every stack has its own benefits, its own disadvantages. So now we don't want to discuss all those things because we have clearly decided that we are going to move towards MERN stack. Okay. Yeah. Now, can you guys tell me what is full stack application? Or what is full stack? So there are a lot of demand in the market, right? For full stack engineers. So who are exactly called full stack engineers? Anybody have the knowledge on that? So we see a lot of openings for full stack people, full stack openings. So what is exactly full stack engineer? Who are called full stack engineers? Anybody is aware of that? If you know something, feel free to express, guys. Don't worry about right or wrong answer. Even if you give wrong answer, no problem, but you speak up. So we will have proper communication, and your confidence also will grow. So no one can be right 100%. So if you know something, try to express your knowledge. I think you guys can unmute yourself. Yeah. Anybody knows what is full stack? Okay. So let me explain you what is full stack, or who are called full stack engineers. So basically, the people who can develop entire web application end to end, those people are called full stack engineer. People who can develop full stack application, or we can say the people who can develop web application end to end. End to end means they should know how to develop front-end application, they should know how to develop back-end application, and they should know how to manage database also. This is minimum requirement to be a full stack engineer. Now, different people, companies will have different criteria, but this is the minimum requirement. Now, some people will expect cloud knowledge also on the top of this. They might expect mobile development knowledge. They might expect DevOps knowledge. So based on their requirement, based on experience, based on how much package they are providing, so different companies will expect different things. But most of the things, like 80% of the company, prefer this thing, minimum this much, to be a full stack engineer. That is the reason To develop these two applications, that is chat and food ordering application, we are going to develop our own front end completely from scratch. There will be no copy paste of any line from internet. Everything we are going to write from this scratch. So we will develop our own front-end application for chat. We will develop our own front-end application for food delivery application, own backend and own database. So there will be no copy pasting from any chat GPT or any internet. Everything we are going to write from this scratch. Once we develop the application from the scratch, then I will show you how we can use chat GPT and how we can fast up our development, how AI can help us to develop the application at faster rate. But you should be able to use AI if you know the technology. If you are a fresher, don't use AI while learning the things. You have to use AI while developing the things in the real time. While learning, don't use any kind of shortcuts, don't use any kind of AI things. So here we are not going to use any AI, everything we will write from scratch, including our CSS code. And most of the YouTube videos, you will see that people won't explain CSS code directly, they will give the code. UI will be created and they will just explain the functionality. And in that phase, we will lose our interest because we've come to watch those videos to know each and everything. But suddenly you will see that a lot of people don't teach even front end. Directly, they will give front end code and they will just explain backend or they will explain certain XYZ logics. Most of the videos you will find like that in the YouTube. That is the only problem with YouTube. So now we are very clear that we will start with front end, backend, and database. Everything will go step by step. Every day I will provide you the code. Every session code will be separate. In session 1, what code we written, that will be separate. In session 2, what I written, that will be separate. In session 3, what I have written, that will be separate. So we will maintain our code from session 1 till session end. I will provide you notes. Whatever notes are required, that notes I will provide. We will have doubt sessions. So daily, in last 15 minutes, we will try to take doubts if you have. And plus, what else, guys? At the end, anyways, all the code I will give. And with me, you will be also doing the code. So suppose today, if I written some 15 lines of code, I will provide you the video. Now you have to go back, you have to practice it. You have to write same 15 lines of code and you have to come up. If you want to do slight changes in UI part or logic part, you are welcome to do. So all the session code I am going to provide. Okay. Now we will start our sessions with chat application development. So right now I won't explain entire architecture of this project because even if I explain entire architecture of this project, everything will go out of your head. That is the reason once this application is developed, then I will explain you the entire architecture of this application. So what are the modules we created? What are the APIs we created? What are the components we have created? We will try to list out everything. Then you will be able to connect everything because you have developed it. So you will be able to understand. Right now, if I try to list out, then you will be able to just remember, but you won't understand. So step by step, slowly we will go. So we will start our development with chat application. Now to develop chat application, we required three things. We required front end, we required backend, we required database. So first, we will install Node.js in our application. We will install Node.js. Then we will install MongoDB Server. And we will install Visual Studio Code. We will install Postman tool. These are the right now minimum softwares required for us to start our application development. These are the different softwares which we have to install. And I think most of you already installed all this, but still I will show you how you can install all this. So first, let's install all the softwares that are required to create our application. So first, Node.js. So how to install Node.js? Install Node.js. So this steps how to install Node.js, I will provide you in the PDF format. Right now, you can just see how I am going to install it. So for this, go to your browser, go to any browser, search for nodejs.org. Just type nodejs.org, press on enter button. You will land on official website of Node.js. Click on get Node.js. And here you will have, if you scroll down here, you will have this installer option. Click on this Windows installer. Now .msi file will be downloaded. Once it is downloaded, go to your downloads. And this is the file which got downloaded. Just double click on it. When you double click on it, installation process will start. So make sure everybody is installing latest Node.js version. You might have installed Node.js 6 months back, 1 year back, or 2 years back, or maybe 1 month back. And we might got the new updates on Node.js. So better to update your Node.js. So just uninstall previous version and install the new version. So here click on next, select this checkbox, click on next, click on next, click on next, click on next, click on install. Now this Node.js will be installed in your system. Once it is installed in your system, then open your command prompt and check what is the version of Node.js right now you have. So node space -v. So right now I have version 22.17, but let's check the latest version. So the latest version is version 22 only, but .20. So let's make everyone stand on same page. Let's everyone install this particular version. So everybody should get version 22.20.0. I'm getting here 17, but I just want here it should come 20. So I will uninstall this. I will reinstall my Node.js. This is the first thing. After installing Node.js, I hope everybody knows how to install VS Code. So I won't show you how to install VS Code. Third, we have to install MongoDB Server. We have to install MongoDB Server in our system. Now, why we have to install MongoDB Server means in coming sessions, we have to create databases. So to create databases, we require this MongoDB Server. So we are not installing MongoDB database. We are installing MongoDB Server. Now, how to install MongoDB Server? It's very easy. Go to your browser. And here, just search for mongodb.com. So when you type mongodb.com, you will land on their official site. Click on products. So here we have option called products. Click on products. Then click on community edition. Then scroll down. Click on download community. Then again scroll down. And here you will find download button. So make sure your operating system is selected. Your MSI package is selected. Click on download. So once you click on download, here also installer file will be downloaded. So it will take some time to download. It's around 700 MB. So it will take some time. So depending upon your internet speed, your system speed, it will take some time, maybe 1 minute or less than 1 minute also. So once it is downloaded, then just go to your downloads. Now somewhere here, let me show you how you will find the link. Yeah. So this is how the link will be. So once you click on that download, this is how that file will be downloaded. Now just double click on it. Once you double click on it, installation process will start. Here you will get the wizard. This is the wizard you are going to get. Click on next. Select this checkbox. Click on next. Click on complete. Then here don't do any changes here. Just click on next. Now here you will have a option like install MongoDB Compass. We don't want this Compass. Uncheck it. Click on next. Even if you install MongoDB Compass, there is nothing wrong, but it might take a little bit more time to install. That is the reason we are unchecking it. And then click on install. That's it. So it will install MongoDB server in your system. Once MongoDB server is installed, you will get this finish pop-up. Click on finish. Now, if you want to check whether it is installed successfully or not, now go to your C drive and go to program files. Under C drive, go to program files. And here you should be able to find MongoDB folder. If you find MongoDB folder, it means MongoDB server successfully installed. But still you try to open this folder. You will find server subfolder. Again, open that folder. You will find 8.0 something like this. Open that 8.0 folder. Then you will find bin. Open that bin. And here you should be able to see this MongoDB. If you are able to see this MongoDB, it means successfully MongoDB server is installed in our system. Okay, you can go through this video one more time so that you can understand all these steps, whatever I have done. But make sure before coming to tomorrow's session, you have installed Node.js, VS Code, MongoDB server in your system. And next you have to install Postman. Now installing Postman is also very simple. Go to browser, search for Postman download. If you search for Postman download, you will get the first link, download Postman. And now, if you click on that link here, you will get the download option. Click on this. It will download the Postman in your system. See, it is downloading the setup file. Once it is downloaded, same process, double click, pop-up will open, next, install. That's it. Very simple installation of this Postman also. So why we require this Postman means once we develop REST APIs, now to test whether our REST APIs are working as per our requirement or not. For that, we require this Postman. So Postman tool we use in the industry also for testing our REST APIs. Especially the people who are working in backend, they will be using this Postman tool. Whether you are Java developer or Node developer or Python developer, most of the people will prefer Postman. You can test all the APIs are developed with any technology using Postman. That's why we are going to use here Postman tool. Okay. Yeah. So initial 1 week, I will just go very slow and I will just take the session for 40 to 45 minutes. Once it is done, then we will stick with 1 hour session. So right now I will stop here. So what I want you guys to be ready with all this installation process. In tomorrow's session, what we will do, we will create our front-end application. I will show you how we can create our front-end application with React. Nothing but here we are going to use Vite tool. And I will show you how we have to create our backend application. So we will create our front-end application. We will create our backend application. Once this part is done, then I will explain you the architecture of sign in and sign up. So we will start our application development with sign in functionality and sign up functionality. So first we will develop sign up functionality. Then we will develop sign in functionality. Now to develop sign up functionality, we require sign up frontend, which we will create with React. We required sign up backend, and we required sign up database. So we have to create sign up API. We have to manage database for storing the user's data, and we have to create front end. Then we will integrate front end, back end, and database so that you will understand how in real time sign up functionality is developed. Once sign up functionality is developed, then same process we will apply for sign in also. So for sign in, we will develop front end, back end, and database. And for this, whatever knowledge is required for front end, back end, database, I will give that knowledge to you. So once I develop sign up and sign in, then I want you guys also develop sign up and sign in and post on your LinkedIn. So now you guys have to keep posting on your LinkedIn, whatever you will develop. So you can post, you can create one post and you can record your screen and you can show how you develop the sign in, how you develop the sign up functionality. So when you start posting like these things on your LinkedIn, then there might be a lot of HR who might be observing your outputs. And there are a lot of chances that they might approach you for giving the offer, or maybe they can offer you job. So that benefits we are going to get if you be active on the LinkedIn. Not only this one, whatever you are doing practice, try to post on LinkedIn. Okay, this will be our plan, guys. So we will develop front-end application, back-end application. Then we will start our application development with sign up first. Once sign up end-to-end is done, then we will develop sign in. Then we will integrate sign up and sign in. So like this, step by step, each and every module we will develop. Then we will develop home page. Then we will develop our profile page. Now in home page, we will develop our chart page. We will develop user list page. We will see how we can access user list, how we can access chat list, how we can send the messages. All those things, step by step, things will come. So many diagrams I'm going to draw. So many things I will list out. So everything I will write in front of you slowly, step by step, so that you guys can understand. Yeah, so that's all guys for today's session. So we will join with the same link tomorrow also, and we will continue same link for next 3-4 sessions, and then I will change the link. So let's continue tomorrow with same link. Yeah, so that's all from my end. If you have any doubts, you guys can ask. In case if you don't have any doubts, yeah, you guys can leave and let's join tomorrow. And if you want to continue, finish your payment process, guys, so that I can add you guys in the WhatsApp group.
Sir,
Yeah,
sir, how long do you have access to the recording video link?
it will be around 1 year, or if possible, I will extend it. Okay, but minimum 1 year you will have the access to recordings.
Okay, sir. Sir, what about Node.js? Are you going to teach like course or no, only just for purpose this project?
I will teach you Node.js, Express, MongoDB in such a way that you can easily implement all those things in your project. Okay. So I won't teach entire thing, only
Okay,
whatever required for project, I will teach that. But I will teach from scratch.
okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, guys, if you don't have any doubts, yeah, you can leave.